The Countess dying at the end of Act 2 is what completely shakes up all of Gherman's world and changes the course of where the show heads. He has two obsessions: the love that he has for Liza, but knowing that she's betrothed to someone else, and the winning hand at 3 cards. And you don't know, you're like, is the obsession about her? Is the obsession about the cards? It's taken a lot for us to make decisions about what these characters are going through without deciding so much as to not allow the audience to make their own choices based off of their perceptions.
The Countess has a past that we don't know everything about. She was a reigning beauty in Paris in her youth, and she played the cards, but she lost. And then she made an encounter with a very interesting man who told her a possibility of a way to win at cards. Gherman wants to know the secret about this combination of cards. 3 cards. You have to really love what you're doing to go as long as I've gone.
It's so complex and so deep and so much is going on. When Joyce stands up to me in defiance that she is in no way, shape, or form going to tell me the name of these 3 cards, and I have to pull out this gun on her, the heartbreak in Sara's face when she realizes at the end that I've lost my mind. Once you're in it, it's hard to not experience it on a real physical level. There's certain roles that have this fabled quality about them that people will say, oh, don't sing that, don't take that, wait until you're 40, wait until you're 45, don't do this until you're 50, it'll destroy you. The reward of being able to have made my debut as of today in this role is that I'm scared of a lot less.
This is my first Russian role ever. It was a big undertaking, but I love it. The word for frightened is strashna. I mean, how fun is that word? I'm frightened. Mnie strashna. It's just so much more fun in Russian. Lisa's always looking back at Gherman, seeking him out in the crowd at the ball, trying to find him. He is her bright spot because she's miserable in that society and she's looking for an escape. Lisa can be naive or she can know exactly what she's doing. It can be up to your interpretation, and that's so awesome. It makes what we do so exciting.
I think we all are newly appreciative of being able to sing with each other and sing with an orchestra. For the past 1.5 years, we have not been able to do that. Sometimes when I'm singing with Sara, I feel like I don't hear myself. I feel like we kind of have combined and made something new. I just think that's kind of the magic of opera and of, vocal performance in general.
Being able to actually do Queen of Spades, it's my bucket list operas to do. And to be able to do it, I'm like, it's just amazing. Tchaikovsky and Maestro Neely give you all of this freedom to kind of play. It's just so much fun to nerd out on this piece and just find new parts that you haven't noticed or it just wasn't made aware to you until you've reached a certain level with it and you're like, oh, here's this next layer of this, and it's great.
Prince Ulecki is just walking on air in that first scene, and his whole plan is just to, to woo this young woman and to marry her. And then in Act 2, he lays it all on the line, and she rejects him. And by Act 3, he's out for blood. It's an interesting character because you have some really fun singing to do, and you have this large piece of the dramatic arc of the show.
It's been great that I had the opportunity to coach in between rehearsals. They're all doing really well, and it's just such a joy to hear them sing. So I feel very lucky to be a part of this production, and I'm very happy to be on stage for every performance, because I know that's a rarity, first of all, to have this opera performed, and second of all, for the piano to be on stage. Even though Queen of Spades is not performed in this country very often, in Ukraine and Russia, the phrases from the arias are something that people just say in everyday life. Feels like home, feels very familiar again, even though I've never done the show before, but I was so excited because the music just grabs you, and the story and the music are so well connected. I get emotional every time.